Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm live again in my car. Daughter's sleeping. She has tonsillitis at the moment. I don't want to be disturbing the household, and I'm a loud character, as you can hear me talking now. I was in the library before. This is part 2 of why to be consistent. So if you are watching, I want you to be interactive. I want you to click that you're watching on the replay. I want you to let me know where you're watching. I wanted to shout at not anyone individually, but I want to shout at the whole group on how well, half of the group, should I say, is being consistent in regards to doing your lives. And for those of you that haven't yet, you're just dipping your toes in the water, but you're not sure, whether you're ready to go live in a group, let alone on your actual Facebook page. I'm going to tell you this now. If you're in sales, if you're in marketing, if you're in business, if you're looking to attract, if you're not in any of these and you're just wanting to you're just looking to have friends, or you're looking for someone who's, a husband or wife, or you're just looking to, just reach out and have an audience, then you've got to do a live. Something that I love, the reason why I love lives, and when I look into it and I think about it, before I go into what makes me who I am and why I am co-facilitator of this group, why Andy saw the fact of putting me in as co-facilitator. The best way I want to put it to you right now is that if you don't show up for your success, then there will be no success. If you don't act and take a stand in what you believe in and what you're passionate about, then you have nothing to talk about. And you'll be stuttering and you won't know what you're talking about. But when you know what you're talking about, it's like there's no dead air. For those of you that done radio, David's done radio. David Holes has done radio. He understands what I'm talking about. For those of you that don't understand what I'm talking about, or it's this. This is dead air. We don't like dead air on the radio. Can you imagine listening to a radio station and they spoke for a couple of seconds and they said, yeah, the music's going to play, and there's this dead air. We don't want dead air. The same thing for a life. You just don't want that. I'm going to be giving a lot of tips and hints in the consistency into this video, but at the same time, I want to take into account my time frame or how long I'm going to be live for. Now, it's 2:57 UK time. Unfortunately, I went live at 2:30 and my signal wasn't great. Thanks to David and Sam to participating and letting me know. And this is why it's so important that we support one another within our lives, because that way we get things right. Now, one thing I want to let you know is that, without even saying a date, because for some reason it's just slipped my mind at the moment, but I've been doing lives for roughly about, coming up to what, a year and a half? I feel like it's 2 years, because I've been doing daily lives up until the start of the year, where I took a pause and I've only been doing a fortnightly show every Monday, 7 a.m. Power Talk Show with Sam Dosser, my co-host. I want to know if you can see me, if you can hear me, if, I saw someone drop in and then you dropped off. Like, if this isn't working for me and I'm not able to go live from where I'm at right now, then I will be doing another one. This is like a test run, and I'll probably delete this if this doesn't come out through correctly, because don't want the group to be full of videos that are just not playing, and this is something you need to take into account. When you're doing your live, make sure you got Wi-Fi. That's the best thing you could possibly do, is make sure you got Wi-Fi, or make sure you got a good connection. Not only that, is being consistent. Because this is part 2. I'm not going to repeat what I spoke about in part 1. You could hear what I was saying with the little rustle of the headphones. But what I will say to you is that if you don't show up and you're not consistent, remember, all eyes are on you. Even if people don't leave comments on your posts. And I mean, like, if no one other than Fearlesslives team community leave comments, the thing is, what you need to take into account is, if you don't show up and you're consistent every single day within your challenge, people are not going to buy into you. They're not going to they will like you, but they won't like you, in a sense. They won't feel that you're trustworthy, because being consistent leads to being trustworthy. Being trustworthy means to creating your leads from being cold. And if you don't know what I'm talking about leads, I'm referring to the fact of when you get someone who's interested in, who interacts with you, that becomes a lead. So whether they like, comment, engage in your post, share your post, that is a lead. And from when you've got that lead, they're cold. But as you start to build a relationship with them, they become warm. And as you continuously build a relationship with you, they become hot. Especially if you've got 3 things in common, which is the reason why they've got from cold to warm to hot. Now, it's all about being consistent, because when you're showing up and you're ready and you're there and you're speaking your truth, whatever it is you're presenting to your audience, and you actually tell them, you know, you're speaking and you're owning your authority, you're broadcasting of your channel, you're showing your brand, and you being consistent makes people buy into you, and they have trust, and they know that you're reliant, and they know that you're someone who's serious about, you know, not perfecting, but leveling up in your personal development, getting better and better within your personal development. I really do hope this video is playing well, because I'm really enjoying this. I'm really getting into it. I just want you to understand that some of you may be on day 1, some of you on day 5, some of you on day 8. I'm on day 8. I know Andy, founder of the Fearlesslives, is basically, he's on day 9. He got a bit confused when he done his live earlier, because it was just on the cusp of the net today, and he was just like, you know, sometimes you know when you're just going live so much, and you're just going live in the groups, and we're doing so many lives and watching so many lives, he just forgot the day. And that's the thing. It's okay. It's okay. If you mess up, it's okay. Don't apologize for what you're doing. Just stay consistently talking, you know, and find your feet. No one knows you've messed up. Just continue going. And that's one of my tips for you. But mainly, being consistent is really, really important. And the reason for it being important is the fact that if you continually showing people that you're showing up every single day, and you've got something to say, and you're not breaking that habit, and you're continuously going over and over and over again, putting out your content, people are going to be like, they just want more. They're going to be like, you're going to be creating your target audience. You're going to be molding them, nurturing them, and getting them to, they'll eat off every single word of yours. If you show up and you stay consistent, it's just the way, it's just going to have a knock-on effect. And let me let you know something more, because I said I want to give you my secrets. Now, the way I stay consistent is I program myself in my mind. Subconsciously, I tell myself I will get, I don't even say I will. I already told myself I've done the live. I'm going to do it. I've done the live, and this is what the live was about. And I already said that from the morning time. Even if I don't do it in the morning, I know by night time I have to get it done. And bear in mind, I was in a 9-to-5 job. I had to find some way to get the video done. So I sometimes had to slip out early in the morning. Sometimes I had to sneak out of the room and go into another room. And there was times when I first started, I used to leave the home, and I used to just walk and relax and unwind and do videos up to about an hour long of me talking. Can you imagine? And to believe it or not, people actually watch that. People are more likely to engage with a video that's between 5 and 10 minutes long than a video that's 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes long. I just want you to, I'm going to repeat that. People are more likely to engage with a 5 to 10 minute. And the reason why, especially 10 minutes, is because Facebook algorithms like longer videos. They don't like videos that are too short. They like longer videos. So 10 minutes max, 5 to 10 minutes is pretty good. And also, when you're doing your lives, if you need the support, let us know you're going live. Go into the not the Make a Habit. What am I talking about? Go into the, see where I'm going with this. Go into the Fearlesslives. I've got a group called Make a Habit VIPs, which is Andy's a member of, David's a member of, exclusive club. But the point is, go into the Fearlesslives group, messenger group, and let us know you're going live. And then we'll be there to support you, you know, and also make sure that you consistently support everyone within the group, watching the videos, you know, commenting on them. And I'm going to share something with you, but I think it's not something that's like going to devalue anything. If you feel that you're not able to watch certain videos the whole entire way through, and you're watching it on a laptop, you can speed up how fast I'm talking to you, and that will just help you get through it. Not only that, you can actually play the videos in the background while you're getting on with what you're doing and listen to it like an audio. But at the same time, if you can watch the video and watch the expressions, and some people like Ace Ford, he's got loads of energy and he's moving around. You just want to capture it all. And there's nothing better than watching a live and interacting with the live and actually being a part of that live. You know, asking the questions. Like right now I'm live. Unfortunately, no one I can see is watching right now, and that's okay. I just wanted to make sure I got the video out and let you know something. Type in replay if you're watching on the replay. Leave a comment. If you want me to answer any of your questions, you want to know how you can be consistent, how you can, you know, because the thing is what you need to take into account. When you're being consistent, there's going to be other people around you. It's not that they don't like what you're doing. They're not used to what you're doing. You're a different person than who you was before. You're breaking you're becoming fearless. You're owning your own rights to your stage. And your stage is your Facebook Live. you know, you're being able to talk to your audience. At the same time, when you're embracing all of that and you're building up your energy and you're getting your confidence going, there are going to be some people that are going to want to get involved and, you know, sway you away from what you're doing or distract you. But you need to remain consistent. Whether you've got kids, you need to get up early hours in the morning before the kids get up. If you've got a 9-to-5 job, you need to make sure you get the video done before you go to work or while you're on your way to work. If you're going to the gym and you don't want it to interfere with your gym, make sure you're doing it while you're walking to the gym rather than while you're at the gym, because it's just cross-conflicting that you're live in the gym saying you're in the gym, but you're not actually doing anything with the gym. And it's just one of those things. You know, you have to be consistent with it. The more and more you're consistent with it within yourself, the more you're going to want, you're making a habit out of it. You're constantly doing it over and over again, becomes second nature. You can understand the whole process of everything and how it works. But the most important thing you need to take into account is being consistent. Being consistent is a brilliant skill and something that needs work and development. You need to work on your personal development to be consistent. So I don't want to keep on repeating the word consistent, but what I'm going to say without saying the word again is the fact that if you continuously do the same thing over and over again, repetitively, what happens is it becomes part of your DNA, it becomes part of you, that you can just ready to go. And the thing is, what you need to take into account is when you show up and you're there on your lives every single day, day in, day out, throughout the challenge, whether you're doing a 7-day challenge, whether you're doing a 21-day challenge, that you take into account that if you show up and you do your lives and you can carry on doing it, I'm seeing how well I can do without using the buzzword, as if how much you do the video, you're going to have people that are going to watch, comment, like, engage, and there's going to be people that are silent, but when you come offline, they're going to be like, yay, I loved your live. So just take into account, when you go live, you stay live, you get the live done, and then you just relax. But what? I shouldn't relax while I'm doing the live? In fact, that's incorrect. Relax through the live. Just enjoy. Relax. I know you not see anyone watching. No one may be interacting at the time you go live because we've got different time zones. But the most important thing is you just keep on getting those lives done. Just keep on doing it. It's going to do amazingly well for your confidence, for your personal development, for your spiritual awareness, who you are as a person spiritually, and subconsciously, you're just going to keep on building, you know, what you want. And whatever that may be, if you consistently put out a video every single day, you'll see the results. You would see that you will become an expert in your field. People will recognize you, you know, and they will watch your videos and they will buy into your product without you having to sell your product. They'll be happy to join your business without even you having to sell the product, because you'll be selling without selling. Because once people can relate to you, they feel like they have something in common with you, and they love who you are as a person, and they get to know you. That's the beautiful thing about doing lives, is they get to see who you are, the real you. So just be you, don't be no one else. Be you, because you're unique and you was born the way you are, and you are special, and you have everything you ever needed. You was born with it. You was born with it. You have all the tools you need in order to ace this, to smash it, to break through. You have it all. Everything you need, you have it all to do a fearless life. I just want you to understand that I'm very passionate. I'm very passionate about why I'm a part of this and why I enjoy doing this, because you always plan to do stuff, but you never know where it's going to plan to take you. The thing is, what you need to take into account is that when you actually master doing these lives, when you actually master being consistent with doing these lives, it's going to do amazing things within your relationship, within your business, within your friendships, with everything you do. It's much more than just doing a live. I mean, it's great you're showing up and you're doing a live, but it's going to have amazing results for everything you do. And you're going to see that people are going to be curious about what you do. They're going to want to know more about what you do. So you can either tell them exactly what you do and sell something to them, which is a no. Let people find out about you first. It's not about the product. I just want to put that out there. It's not about the product. It's about you. You could be selling dirt off the street and they'll still buy it because they like you. Yes. It's not about the product. So if you're ever thinking to yourself, why didn't that person join me in business? Why isn't that person my friend? Why isn't that person, like buying my products, or, joining me in my groups or liking my posts? It's the fact they don't see themselves. They're not able to relate with you. They're not your target audience for one, but that's what's the beautiful thing about being live. You no longer have to go on TV anymore. And the thing about it is, if you use the hashtags and everyone uses it, the more and more the hashtags are used, the more and more noticeability you will get. Because say, for example, Andy goes live, and he gets good attraction, or David goes live, and he gets good attraction, or Maggie goes live, or any one of you go live. Guess what happens when you use the hashtag within your subject? So look how I've written it down so when you're doing your live, it will say write subject title, pull it in. I prefer to do these kind of, shape, landscape. This is widescreen. I love to do widescreen. Who's Sean Brown? Anyway, the point is, hello Sean Brown. Hello everyone that's watching the video. Let me know if you're watching in the replay. Let me know where in the world you're watching. Me and Andy just want to give massive value to you. You are lucky to be a part of this. We are happy to have you. And the group wouldn't be what it is if it wasn't for everyone that's in the group, participating, supporting one another, going out their way to comment on stuff. And Andy was like, will we still get the same interaction? The fact we're not actually selling this product, this is free at the moment. It's not a training. You don't have to pay any entry fee, and that's soon going to change, but depending on how quickly we grow, the point is, what I want you to take into account, we really appreciate you. We got nothing but gratitude, and we really want to support you. So if you don't go out and ask questions, if you don't ask us how you can better your lives, how you can get things done, take into account Andy's been doing online marketing for a short period of time, but he's got so many good habits because he came in and he had a millionaire mentor that supported him throughout the whole process and taught him everything he knows. And for me, I've been online since 2000 and I've self-taught myself and been on some training events and done X, Y, and Z, but nothing's been to the level of what, not quite to the level of what Andy has explained to me and shown me throughout the time of us working together with doing this Fearless Lives. We have an amazing movement, and we're happy to have you as part of the team, part of the community, not just a team, it's a community, and we want to help you make your breakthroughs. We want you to be fearless in your lives. We want you to be excelling in your business, in your relationship, in your friendships, within your family, within your community, within your team. We want you to be flying through the ranks, just soaring up through the ranks. We want you to do amazing. So without anything else I've got to say to you, thank you for watching. Let me know if you got value. Let me know if I didn't cover everything. I've explained to you how I've stayed consistent, and I made sure, I used to sometimes fall asleep. This is how much I wanted it. I wanted to stay daily. I used to fall asleep, wake up, and I was like, damn, I have to do my live before it's midnight because then it's not daily. I've done it on a couple of seconds before the time, but what I never allowed myself to do is go without doing a live. I challenged myself, and I wanted to show you, before I even finish this video, I hope I ain't going over time. Let's have a look. I'm kind of running out of time for the time I set myself, but I want to leave you with this. I want to leave you with this massive value. I want to leave you with this. When I went live, was me on my own. I used to go live 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 10 a.m., 12 midnight. I used to go around the clock just live consistently. Sometimes five videos a day, sometimes 3. I've done a hell of a lot of videos. Can you imagine, from the time, a year and a half of putting out that many videos a day? One thing I told myself was that regardless if anyone locks in, regardless if anyone likes, regardless if anyone leaves any comment, I knew I was giving value, but you never know you're giving value until someone tells you. And not only that, I never had any comments. I had no interaction. No one seemed to want, was not really engaging in my posts. And I've worked so hard to get the engagement to where it is now. And it's all through doing lives. It's all through being consistent and showing up and getting it done. And being consistently putting out my videos over and over again. Every single time putting those videos out. But the one thing that kept what I would like to let you know, massive value, is the fact that no one was telling me whether I was doing it right. No one was telling me whether I was doing it wrong. No one told me if my lighting was right. No one told me if my sound was right. I didn't know whether what I was putting out was garbage or was value. Now, with you being in Fearlesslives community, you're going live, not on your own, as some of you may see. Some of you, unfortunately, time zone difference. Some of us are not able to jump on. But if you're in the messenger group and you let us know live, you're going live, I will go out of my way. Andy will go out of his way. And majority of the group will go out of their way to get on your live and to give you nothing but support. So I want you to understand that what I never had, you have. I didn't have this, and I would be loving if I was just going live now with the amount of engagement again, because let me just put it into perspective for you all. It's just for you to understand. This is the last thing I'm going to say to you, is the fact that when you do a live and you've got people commenting, liking, sharing, hashtagging, engaging with you, people are going to see you as an expert. And when they see you as an expert is the reason why they're going to be coming to you to buy your products, join your business without you having to prospect them. They're going to want to join you. They're going to want to find a way to join you because they see you as an expert, because other people are commenting and they're going to look, and this is how it works. They're going to look at who likes your comments, who likes likes your video, who comments on your video, who engages with your video, and they're going to be going back and forth, and they're going to be like, oh, they're going to see the type of caliber that you're attracting, and if they buy into what you're attracting and then they want to be engaging with the people that you're engaging with in your circle, they're going to just want to be on, they're going to be on your every single word. And what they're going to do is they're going to turn on notifications to say, turn on notifications to know when you're going live. So the most beautiful thing about it is your lives are going to be going live, and you're going to have a few comments and a few likes. And as this group grows and everyone supports one another, it's going to be nothing but value, massive value. Because the thing is, when your video goes out, people are going to be like, hey, wow, you've got that many likes, you've got 5 likes, a few comments, you've just been live for about an hour or two, it's been shared a few times, so it makes a big difference being within this community than doing lives. Like if you was just to go live on your own, it's a lonely world. That's all I've got to say. I'm going to say no more. If you want me to go into how to be consistent and how much value you can get from being live, or what it means to you, and you want me to do another video, or you want Annie to do a video, or you want us to do a collab video, just get at me, let me know. Let me know if you're watching the replay, let me know where you're watching. Reach out to me directly. Because you're in this community, you can reach out directly to me, add me as a friend, inbox me, anything you want to know. Pull it here so everyone can see it, and then that way we know that everyone's getting value and everyone's getting their questions answered, and everyone, is in the same kind of space that you're getting the same amount of support. So we're here. Me and Andy are here to support you with Fearlesslives. Watch this space. It's only going to get bigger and better. Andy's going to be bringing in some experts in. We're going to be bringing experts in on how to do a live. I do see myself as an expert, but they're going to be experts that are going to show you how to do a live. I mean, I ain't going to say no more. I don't want to say no more. As you may know, I can talk right through to tomorrow morning and the next morning and the next morning and the next morning and the next morning. But the thing is, when you're passionate, there is no dead air. You just keep on going. And the most important thing you need to take into account is engagement with your camera lens. Be consistently looking at the camera lens. Don't be talking like this. Don't be talking like that. Don't be talking like that. It shows confidence when you look dead eye in the camera and you engage with your audience. So every time they come in, you're consistently saying hello to them when you get a chance to. Don't break your train of thought or what you're saying if you're in the position that you're going to forget what you're saying. If you've got a book and a notepad, make sure it's exactly level with the phone or the camera. So you're not constantly looking at your notes, because it just looks like you're not confident in what you've got to say. I know for you may be confident, but looking down and reading from a piece of paper is not great. If imagine you went to a public speaking event and you paid X amount of money and the person was like this, just looking and reading their notes. It's not helpful. If the Prime Minister went on stage and he was reading his notes, you would think this Prime Minister hasn't got a clue about this country, or the President doesn't have no clue about the country. He's not passionate. He doesn't care, or she doesn't care. So what you need to take into account is memory, be passionate, talk about subjects that you don't need to read off a page. And if you do it in a way that no one actually realizes you're reading off a screen. Even if it's on stuck on the wall above the camera lens, that you can just read and it doesn't look like along where the camera lens is, so it doesn't look like you're reading off a script. Because some people can just freestyle like I can, and there's other people that need to read off a script. I understand that. We understand that. And I'm just here to provide as much support and value and show you that I know a lot more than I was actually putting out there. I think I didn't really want to just put so much out there, but I was just like, you know what, if I'm doing a video about consistency, I'm just going to put out everything that I know. But there are some spaces to do other videos individually, and I'm going to wrap this up. Thank you for watching. I hope you got massive value from this video, and just message me. I'm out. Message us, should I say. Message us. Fearless Live Messenger group. Message us so everyone can see it, and we can all participate in the community and support one another and help one another to be fearless within our lives, That wasn't even intentional. Thank you for watching. I'm out. Be fearless. #fearless.